scared me. I was just daydreaming, I guess.
Well, your dream didn't happen to feature a turkey club sandwich by any chance?
Ugh. Not even close.
Well, it's too bad I just ordered a couple from room service. Thought you might want to join me for lunch since you skipped breakfast.
You know what? This is getting a little bit crazy. I don't want you to worry about when and what I eat, okay? I know that you're busy, and you should just run your business.
I run it. But people have to eat. Even gorgeous models.
You make everything sound so simple all the time.
I think it is.
Yeah, well, that's because you're this amazing, generous man. And I, on the other hand, am so uncomfortable in my own skin that I can't even stand to be touched right now. I really thought this was gonna get easier. It's been a few days since I've had a pill, and I still feel like there's a stranger living in my body. I don't even know how you can deal with me right now, especially in the middle of the night. I mean, I realize that I'm up and down all night long because I can't sleep. I can't even lie still right now.
It won't last forever. I mean, you can't expect a habit of nearly a year to disappear in a few days. But you are making great progress.
Yeah. I know that I promised you and Robin that I was going to call Kevin, but I haven't called him. I don't know. Every time I pick up the phone, I freeze.
Any idea why?
No, every time I think about therapy, it just seems huge. You know, like this huge mountain, and the closer I get to it, the bigger it gets. I know that it's going to be a lot of hard work, and I just have to be patient, and I just don't feel like being patient right now. And there's something else. I hate asking for help. It makes me feel weak and dependent.
You are many things, Brenda, but weak isn't one of them.
I cover it up.
You have no idea how strong you are, do you? I'm gonna have to remind you. You were the one that called a halt on the pills before anyone told you to. In fact, you had a very painful injury when you came out of the cave, and you had every reason, every excuse to go back on painkillers. Instead, that's when you found the strength to say no more. And I think that is so great. You should be proud of yourself.
You make me sound so good.
Now give yourself a break. Look, some of the symptoms of your addiction may make you feel weak, but your behavior proves the opposite.
Thanks, Coach. You want to go cheer me on while I call Kevin?
No, you don't need my supervision. You've already shown me that you can do anything that you set your mind to. I have some business waiting.
Okay. Hello.
Hello, Brenda.
Ned? Jax is upstairs.
I'm not here to see Jax. I remember the days when I used to show up at your door for no reason at all, just to see you.
Well, I remember those days too, but a lot's changed since then, hasn't it?
I know. And I miss you. How are you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
Same. This is my excuse for coming over.
What's this?
It's for L&B. It arrived this morning, certified.
Oh, yeah. These are just new management contracts for Miguel. I'll just send these over to Lois. She can look them over while the baby's sleeping. Sorry.
For what?
I don't know. I guess just for everything. I still can't believe you and Lois don't live together with Brooke.
Lois made her decision. I have to live with it.
Yeah, I guess so, but I still can't believe that you would take such a terrible risk. I mean, how did you think Lois was going to respond when she found out that you were blackmailing Justice? Yeah, Lois told me all about it.
If she hadn't walked in and heard us talking...
Oh, Ned, come on. She would have found out about it sooner or later.
The irony is, I wasn't trying to destroy Justice. I was trying to give both of us what we wanted. When Lois came back here with our daughter, I realized that I was not going to let her leave again alone. So I just decided to give the CEO reins over to Justice a few months earlier than scheduled. It was at the exact moment where he decided that he wanted to get out of ELQ altogether and resume his career as an idealist. So I just pulled the first rabbit I saw out of the hat. It happened to be some information I had on Justice, and I used it. And technically, it was blackmail. And in hindsight, it was a stupid thing to do. But does that make me such a horrible person? I mean, some people might think that turning over my title with all the power and prestige to someone who deserves it, a noble act.
No. To the person who you're forcing to do something that they don't want to do, it is not a noble act. And obviously, it was the wrong rabbit for Lois.
All I wanted to do was be with her. No, that's not true, actually. It's not all I wanted, or I would be with her. But it's what I wanted most. And I couldn't give up the rest. And Lois demands total surrender.
No. Do not try and make it sound like Lois just wants to win, because you know that's not true. She's scared, and she doesn't like the Quartermaine way of life. Especially after the baby, of course not. And every time she tried to do that for you, she hated herself for it.
I thought it was just me.
Well, you should know better. And you know, I wish I was more like Lois right now. I wish I was so sure of who I am and what I believe in.
Thought I heard voices. Hello, Ned.
Jax?
Ned just came over to bring me some L&B papers.
And to see my friend.
Excuse me. This is Jax. Just a sec. It's business. I'll take it upstairs. See you around, Ned.
So long. We haven't even talked about this horrible ordeal you experienced in those caves.
I'd rather not rehash it.
Is that the reason why you haven't returned any of Lois's calls?
You've been speaking to Lois?
Or Sybil? In fact, I'm going to be seeing Brooklyn on a regular basis from now on. One thing we agree on totally, our daughter will not be used in a tug-of-war between her parents.
Good for you.
So, you'll be in touch with her?
Of course.
Good. Brenda, is there something wrong? I think there's something wrong. Why don't you... Would you like to talk to me about it? Let's do it better. I'll get Lois on the phone.
No, I know. I don't want Lois here right now.
Why?
Because she'd be ashamed of me. Forget I just said that.
What blows me away is that you'd even think it. Why would Lois be ashamed of you?
Because she's never seen her best friend with the shakes before.
The shakes?
Yeah, I'm detoxing.
What are you telling me?
I've been trying to get off of these prescription pain pills that I've been taking since my hit and run last year. I can't believe how hard it is.
Well, shouldn't you be in rehab or something?
No. I want to try and do this on my own. And, don't worry, I'm doing everything that I can to stay sober.
I help?
I don't think so.
Will you tell me if that changes?
Okay.
Jax is supposed to be taking care of you.
Oh, he is. He didn't do this. And you know, I'm gonna go see Kevin, and everything's gonna be okay.
And I want you to call Lois, too. She won't judge you. She said that for me.
Ned.
I'll be in touch.
Okay. Oh, Lucy?
Oh, Brenda, hi. I am so glad you called because I've really been thinking about you, and worrying about you. And I wanted to tell you that, hey, as soon as you're ready to do another Jack's Cosmetics shoot, I'm ready.
Listen, actually, I really kind of needed to talk to Kevin.
Oh, Kevin. Oh, okay. Hold on. He's right here.
Hello, Brenda. How are you?
I'm not really doing so great. I'm kind of going through a tough time right now, and Robin told me that you kind of helped her.
Well, you realize I'm no longer a practicing psychiatrist. I can't prescribe medicine or check you into a hospital.
That's fine. When can you see me?
How about half an hour here at the lighthouse?
Okay. I'll see you there. Hey. I just got off the phone with Kevin. He's going to see me in a half an hour.
Well, I'll wind up my work and I'll drive you over.
No. I think one of the reasons why it felt so good for me to do that right now was because I did it on my own. I kind of want to keep the momentum going. And, it would actually mean a lot to me to know that you trust me to take care of this on my own. So I could come back at a different time if this is a bad time for you.
Why do that? You're already here.
Well, it's just that driving over here, I was realizing that it's dinner time, and you probably want to have dinner. You and Lucy probably want to...
Actually, Lucy's gone out, and I've already had dinner. Come on in. It's good to see you.
Yeah, it's been a long time, huh?
Oh, before I forget, I'm sorry I couldn't make it to your wedding. I was recuperating.
Don't worry about it. It didn't even really happen anyway. It's so cool that you live in a lighthouse. I love that. It's kind of like a fantasy I used to have.
Really?
Yeah. Well, when I was growing up, I was always in boarding schools, basically my whole life. And, I don't know, I was always surrounded by a bunch of crazy girls all the time. I was crazy, too, but I kind of always wanted my own place, Some place where I could be alone, like a little shack on the beach or a lighthouse. A lighthouse is definitely the coolest choice. Must be great here. You must feel really safe. Is it okay if I...
Oh, please, sit down. Are you still staying at the Hotel Penthouse?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Jax calls it the hot house. I love him. So cute. He loves me. So what more could you want? I guess that's the question, right? I don't really know what I want.
Well, would you like to take a stab at it?
Okay. I think I want a friend. Actually, I I really think I want more than a friend. You know, I've always kind of wanted someone in my life who just knows stuff.
Well, I suppose I qualify in a couple of those directions, but you realize I'm not a practicing doctor anymore. Then again, I'm not crazy anymore either.
That's good. I think I'm crazy. You know, Robin told me that everything I said to you would be confidential. And
Absolutely. What's going on?
I feel like I can't really think straight. Like I don't really know how to be happy. I don't think I ever remember really knowing how to be happy. I don't even understand how I could not be happy. I mean, I have the most wonderful man in the world in my life, Jax. And I'm just a junkie.
Do you mean that literally?
No, I'm not literally. Yeah.
I'll need your help here. What exactly do you mean by junkie in your case? Are you using hard drugs?
No. I'm not using hard drugs. I would never do hard drugs. I mean, no. Thanks. Oh. You know, I don't even know what I would do anymore. The drugs that I've been taking are prescription drugs. They're for my hip. I've been taking them ever since the hit and run. They're called hydrocodone.
That was quite a while ago.
Yeah, but the pain kept on acting up, and Alan told me that they were safe. You know, I haven't taken one since the cave.
I read about that. That must have been terrifying.
I was scared. Thank God for Jax. He saved me. He pulled me right out of there.
Refresh my memory a little. You said you started taking the pills when you got hurt. That was when exactly?
Oh, that was during the time that Lily was married, or Sonny was married to Lily. And Lily was actually standing right next to me when the car came at me. She pushed me out of the way. I guess she kind of saved my life. And they took me to the hospital, and they told me that I had internal injuries. And Alan gave me this prescription for these painkillers. And then Jax picked me up from the hospital, and he took me to Malibu. That was his prescription for me, to take me away and treat me like a queen.
Sounds nice.
Yeah, it was nice. You know, not just because it was glamorous and fun and everything, but I felt like it was the first time that we ever really got to know each other. You know, we weren't lovers at the time. We were just really, really good friends. Now we're both, of course. You know, we're not really legally married. But I felt... I really don't feel like this is what I need to talk about. I think I need to talk about the pills.
Well, let's go back a little bit. When you first started taking the pills, obviously you needed them.
Yes, I did. I started modeling again, and I had to stand on my feet all the time in heels. My hip used to hurt like crazy. So I'd take one, and I always felt better afterwards. And then sometimes one wouldn't work anymore, so I'd take two. And then sometimes I'd just take them before it even started to hurt, so I wouldn't even have to worry about it. And then after that, I just kind of started taking them for other reasons. Like sometimes I couldn't sleep, and sometimes I'd take them when I was stressed out or when I was feeling bad or...
Did Alan ever increase the prescription?
No, actually, you know, the first bottle that I went through, he was kind of concerned because I had gone through it so fast. So, I was on this shoot, and this photographer told me about a doctor who you could just call, and he would have the pill sent to you. And that was perfect for me. I mean, everyone was so casual about it all the time that I didn't even think. I guess that's what the pills did for me. They really made me not have to think. But now that I'm not taking them anymore, I feel like I still can't think. In fact, the longer I go with that one, the worse I feel.
I'm sorry that's the case, but you should know it's not unusual. You see, when anyone goes through a chemical dependency and the withdrawal begins to subside, you still have to contend with a psychological dependency, and it's usually a long and hard process.
Well, the only problem is I just don't know how much longer I can do this. If I'm going to keep on feeling really shaky and miserable all the time.
Well, it's a cliche, I know, but it's a darn good one. You can only go through this one day at a time. Personally, I would suggest that you sit down with someone who specializes in the field. I could easily make a referral.
Yeah, I don't know, if I spoke to someone else, then they wouldn't really know.
About the cave.
How'd you know I was going to say that?
Educated guess. Brenda, you don't need to tell me anymore if you don't want to, but it's very clear that you were traumatized. And it's still with you.
I kind of feel like there's some things that won't leave me. Like sometimes the way I feel about Sonny. When we were in there, I felt like it was fate, that we were there and that we were dying together. And we said all these things to each other. We told each other that we were sorry for everything. And we said that there were so many things that we wished we hadn't have done, that we did. I told him that I thought I needed the pills. I guess when you're facing death, you get pretty upfront. Because we told each other that we love each other. And, we made love.
Life in the face of death.
But then I didn't die.
What is it that hurts, Brenda?
It hurts that I can't tell Jax what happened with Sonny, because we've always been so honest with each other. But I feel like I can't do it without my pills. You mean brave?
You said the pills kept you from thinking. How does that qualify as courage?
Well, then the pills made me feel like I was brave, which was the same thing.
I disagree. You see, a coward wouldn't be able to stay away from the pills as long as you have. Psychological withdrawal can be agony, and you're getting through it. That only proves to me how strong you really are.
I'm really not strong. Sonny's the one who had to move the rocks out of the way. Jax is the one who pulled me out. Seems like it's always been that way. Like there's always been some guy there doing things for me.
Doing what then?
I don't know. I can't explain it to you. I didn't understand what was going on through my whole life while it was happening. I just feel like I'm starting to understand things right now a little bit. I've always felt attached to some guy. Even if he wasn't even with me. Even if he didn't even like me. You know, my father was huge. Not physically. Well, he is, but he was powerful.
Were you close?
No. No, we were not. He really liked my sister Julia. God, it seems like my whole entire life I was always trying to get my dad's attention. I was kind of a troublemaker. I did a lot of crazy things. Because all I ever really wanted was for Harlan Barrett to notice me. You know, I would get in trouble because I would want him to have to do something about me.
And what did he do?
Oh, he'd just pay for the damage and send me off to another school. Every school was just a little bit farther away from him. But then I started to realize that other guys would pay attention to me. And then after that, it just seems like I have spent all of my time performing or wanting or waiting for some guy who just seemed so terribly important.
It's all right, Brenda. Go ahead and feel it. It's safe here.
I don't want to feel this. Oh, God, I don't want to know this.
What do you know now?
I think that every single decision I've ever made in my life, every move I've ever made, was because of some guy. Oh, God. Ugh. Is that true? I think that's true. If that's true, then that means every single thing I've ever done in my whole life has been for someone else and not for myself. I don't think the real me has ever made a sound.
What's happening right now?
I just feel a lot of pain right now. I don't want to feel it.
Where do you feel it?
It starts at my hip. And then it spreads all over my whole body. I think that I need a pill right now.
Okay. Brenda, we have a chance to get to the emotional end of this here.
I don't want to. It hurts too much.
What hurts? You're holding yourself. Why? What does that do for you?
I don't know what it does for me. I don't know why I do anything. Listen. I have some pills in my purse. And I think maybe if I just had one of them right now, you know, because you're here with me and I'd be safe.
You're safe without it, Brenda. I think you're holding the pain in. That's why you're wrapping yourself around yourself like that. Try letting go.
No, I don't want to. It hurts.
What hurts?
The truth. I want to be able to tell Jax the truth. I want to be able to tell the truth to myself.
My guy should be here soon.
What do you think he's got?
I don't know. Drop, maybe. Heroin's back on the street, just like the same it was before. Nobody knows who's putting it out there.
Harry's partner must have set up a new network.
Look, I'll come by the penthouse and let you know as soon as I'm finished.
Huh?
You shouldn't be out here.
Okay, as soon as you get something, I want to follow up tonight. This is personal, Jason. Thanks to Harry, we got some guy with a booming business selling heroin to kids. The only reason Harry was still around is because I let him live after what he did to Lily. My mistake makes it my responsibility.
That's my guy.
You're meeting him here?
It was his choice. He's nervous. He wants to meet in public place.
Well, that's good. Now I'm going to have Ruby along with Taggart bring
I'll talk to Ruby.
All right, go. I'll wait in the car.
Okay.
Sonny, you have to leave Brenda alone. You can't see her anymore. Sorry for losing it like that.
There's no need. You're in pain. Believe me, I know you're entitled.
I don't feel like I'm entitled. Done things to hurt people who I love, and I can't even tell them.
You mean Jax?
Yep. I made love with Sonny, and I lied to my husband. You know, it's the same exact thing that I was so upset about with Miranda, because he lied to me about it. It's a lie of omission. You know, where you don't lie in words, you lie in no words. And now I'm doing the same thing with Sonny, too. I'm not being fair to him either. I let things go that far. And then I just go off on my merry way and expect him to just sit in some kind of limbo while I decide things, while I make decisions. I feel like I'm going crazy. I don't know how to tell someone who I love, who loves me back, that I made love to someone else.
How do you?
Well, I don't know. I guess I could just say, honey, you know that we thought we were dying, so I mean, it was the least that I could do.
Well, it's a start. You take off the flip ending and you're left with the truth. Are you sorry you made love to Sonny?
No. I could never be sorry about that.
Does that mean he's the one you'd like to be with?
I don't know. Part of me screams yes. But maybe that's just because I'm so used to loving him. I've just never felt anything like that before. The way I feel with him is so intense. It scares me. You know, there was a time in my life when I thought that it was the best thing that had ever happened to me. But now I don't know. Now I have Jax, and Jax just loves me. He's so gentle with me and accepting. He just loves me exactly the way I am. I love them both.
Wow. That's a lot to filter through a dependency withdrawal.
Right? See? That's exactly why I think take a pill. And it'll just make it all better. What do you think? Please.
Well, I appreciate the vote of confidence that your coming to me declares, but I really think you would be better served by someone who's presently in the field, especially since my drug counseling days are far behind me now. Make no mistake about it, Brenda. Your primary problem right now is the drug dependency. Once you go through the withdrawal process, you can decide about the rest, but you can't make any informed choices until you have yourself back.
Whew. Okay. Well, maybe you could recommend someone, because
I am so glad you asked. Not only is this person knowledgeable and very experienced, she's also very discreet.
I'd appreciate that.
No. I wish I could do more. What?
I don't know, I just thought maybe I'd ask how you're managing.
Managing?
Well, just because you're a shrink, that doesn't mean that you can't talk about your problems, right?
Oh, you'd like to know how I've been doing since my recent mental meltdown. Uh-huh. Well, I try not to analyze it too much. I'm learning to roll with the punches, as they say, be less controlling and rigid, accept things as they come on a daily basis, but most importantly, I try not to be too angry at myself. That's really wasted energy that's much better spent on what I can affect, which is you and what's in here.
I'm glad I came here. You really helped me a lot. You helped me realize a lot of things I need to do. So, thanks.
Anytime.
Yo, someone's coming.
What?
Come on, Em.
What's wrong?
The cops are coming.
No. What? Hey!
I don't like this.
You heard the whistles, probably the kids.
No, you shouldn't be out in the open. Just let me check it out. Whatever I find, I'll bring back to the penthouse.
Do I babysit you? I've kept myself alive for a long time. I know what risks to take. What? Joseph, could you do me a favor? Go ahead and take a look around. You got something to say? Say it.
Well, after Lily, for a long time, you didn't care. Now, look, I don't know if this is the same thing, but you matter to Robin and Mike and a lot of other people, including me.
I'm angry, Jason. I'm not wrecked. I know what I'm doing.
All right, it's cool.
I mean, I think if you saw me doing something stupid, you'd tell me. I'd trust your judgment.
Yeah, well, this is stupid.
Well?
We're in a park at night, and Harry's partner's still out there wanting to get rid of you. Why give him a chance?
Harry's partner is an amateur. He has to be close to kill. That's why he needed a whole setup to put a needle in my neck at the hospital. He killed Marilyn Cooper in her apartment. But you are right. Maybe, I shouldn't be out in the open, so go ahead and take a look around, see what you get, so we can blow this popsicle stand.
Hey!
Hi.
How'd it go with Kevin?
It went good. Hey, what are those?
Oh, there's a birthday in the house.
Jax.
I wanted to fly all of our friends out to the yacht in the Mediterranean.
But then I realized that I didn't want to share you with anyone.
I can't believe you got me these. You know, when I was growing up with my father, he had this huge garden filled with just tulips. Of course, he had every single color that was available, but I only loved the pink ones. And we weren't allowed to get them from the cutting garden, so of course I went straight to the main gate and got them from the front of the house to see if he'd notice. I was always trying to get his attention, you know. It just never worked. And sometimes after I did bad things like that, I'd feel guilty.
Well, you have nothing to feel guilty about tonight.
Oh, Jax.
What? What is it, Brenda? Something wrong? Has something happened to Kevin's? Huh?
No, it went really good, actually. It was cathartic, you know. He set me up with this woman who specializes in addiction.
And I'm gonna be there with you every step of the way. Whatever it takes, no matter how long.
You know, that means everything to me. But, I really meant it when I told you that I need to do this alone.
What?
Well, it's just that I'm starting to realize so many things. And one of them is that my whole life, I've always been trying to gain approval from some man or tried to get someone to take care of me. You've been the best. You know? You made me feel safe. You gave me something to believe in, including myself. You always tell me how strong I am. But I really need to believe that I'm strong for myself, and I have to be alone to figure this out.
I just can't watch you go through this and do nothing.
I know that. I know. And that's why I need to move out.
No, you can't move out. Nobody leaves, remember?
I don't want you to think of this as me leaving you. Jax, I can't be with you until I'm well, and I can't get well unless I'm on my own. Listen, if you think that I want to do this, you're crazy. I just know that I have to do it.
Was this Kevin's idea?
No, it was my decision.
How long do you think you'll be gone?
I don't know.
Last question. You leaving me to go to Sonny?
Jax, I'm not leaving you for Sonny. I wouldn't lie to you about this.
I know.
I just need a little more distance. You know, it's been so easy for me to let you just make everything okay for me all the time, and I can't do that this time. You know you're my best friend in the world. I really need for you to understand this.
Believe me, I'm trying.
And please don't hate me. Because I'll die if you hate me.
I don't hate you. I just want to be with you, that's all. If that's what you want, then that's what we'll do. Just don't expect me to like it. Can't imagine waking up without you by my side.
Neither can I.
No, they should have been here hours ago.
I'm really sorry. The tower had the jet.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Chet?
Yeah. Remember that great pastry shop I was telling you about in Vienna? Well, they make great birthday cakes. Pink icing to match the tulips.
I love you.
That's what's getting me through this.
Hey, I have an idea. Why don't we freeze this? And then that way when I come back, we can celebrate with it when I'm the new and improved Brenda Jacks.
Already perfect.
I better go back.
Do you need me to drive you somewhere, wherever it is that you...
No, I don't think that'd be a good idea, because then I might chicken out.
No. You're strong, Brenda. You're very brave. Always loved that about you.
I'll miss you. Miss you so much.
Brenda. Just come back soon. Okay.
Oh, life, how secret are your ways in the portion of our days. It never seems enough. And oh, life, how fragile is this time? Now the reason I can't find. Could you please explain your reasons for the pain? 'Cause all life, it is mine. The tricks you've played on me, or the things that I can't see, space and time. Oh, life, how we cling to you. In each moment fair and true, and surrender wanting more. And oh, life, we are yours. Took my friend away. Now I don't know how to say I miss him so much more.